When the internet rises at the beginning of the society is full of anxiety for people, think this is new technology and it's very hard to control and supervise. This is group of professor and parent is discussing the horrible negative aspect of the internet in a very senior and high school and university, which is just like discussion on a Bitcoin not long ago. So we should be thankful that people overcome the terrifying stage for this new technology within less than 1 year. Also, people's opinion for Bitcoins gets more and more major. So in fact, the Bitcoins is private and anonymous, but its flow track it outward and completely traceable. Now more and more countries require that the Bitcoins platform adopt verification of real name system. So the good days of the people who hide in the darkness actually come to the end. Now we need more things which can cover all virtual coins, namely, so a more extensive blockchains. You can simply regard the technique of blockchains as a disparate account which different classification, and the data record in blockchains is open, transparent, and exchangeable forever, which is just like record a line of goods and fortune. This is once it happened, and we record on it, and it can be changed. This makes the technique blockchains own nearly absolute credibility in theory, and any valuable things and many services can make reasonable exchange through it. So for example, you can pay for the service of flow or require your computer, or repair your computer, or you can reward the beautiful female anchor you admire in the heart. Bitcoin is the liberal anchor point of future economic behavior, and all valuable things can make just a transparent and effective exchange through a number format. Apparently, global central banks all realize this, so they establish their digital currency library one after another. Facing the future development, smart people will not be stylish. Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg for the digital economic life. In the future, even the housewives who meet in the vegetable market are collecting Bitcoin. So you just need to jump out from traditional world. Don't be the person we never review, and it should start off the overall situation in future economic life, looking at the supply chain, so we can track the source of all products by using the technique of blockchain. So we can distribute the level of the project in supply chain and then record all data on blockchain. I think we will process private blockchain, which is suitable for public blockchain, which is like the transaction we make on the internet, and the enterprise managed by ourselves on local area network. So the internet makes the flow speed of the information increase 10,000 of time, and blockchain we make the flow speed of resource and property in reality increase 10 times or 10,000 of time, while the traditional virtual coins are too partial and narrow, and they also have some problems about the pattern of time. Therefore, we can't blame the brave people who adopt the area. However, the private blockchain in enterprise will largely reduce the cost of cooperation, management and communication, and also moral risk, which is just like the situation that is small in blood vessel of an old man with distribution of blood circulation. So if the blockchain of coins is in the economic activity outside enterprise, you can regard it as update education of blockchain, and you also can call it blockchain 2.0. The more extent think of coin is share the value with other virtual coin through earlier circulation system. It uses complex calculation to make itself rapidly pass to the concrete area and jump over the process with too low value and connect people with various virtual people, then they will serve it for the world together and create value together. Traditional e-commerce makes the matching of commercial information more convenient, and blockchain find the badly required resource for global blockchain information. The most wonderful thing in reality of this resource practice, the verification of global blockchain, and you can touch it online only by moving your finger. How about connect all blockchain together? Thus it necessarily can promote the blockchain itself. But frankly speaking, personally, Bitcoin failed to attract me. I live in London and have houseboat in two world, so my hedge fund manager call me every Friday. It is interesting that I think it's a good system, but it's not a financial system, which makes me live better. When you deeply study the present financial system, you will know it's fairly dated. Essentially, it has no difference between financial system in 1912, which uses blackboard and script to make stocks. Exchange. I think the exciting point of virtual digital coin like Bitcoin is that it's not only can serve for the common user like you and me, but can fairly serve for all users around the world. According to the statistic, there are 2.5 billion people cannot participate in the present financial system in the world. In Britain, 1/6 family cannot obtain integrated financial service. Simply speaking, 1/6 people in Britain were robbed. That means the people who can take part in financial system rob the people who cannot take part in it. So their poverty caused by failing participate in financial system, and then vicious circle happen. It is so unfair and even deviated from foundation for building the Britain, and we has already missed the Bitcoin in testing stage. So we should look at a new tendency, more extensive, tolerant blockchain. The opportunity about coin can make more people get fair, and opportunity in the wave of blockchain. I thank God and John Pancake for inventing digital currency. It's made all people have chance to participate in the development of modern financial system, and thank Flood for its gathering various virtual coins with different value to one platform. If the trains link together blockchain, we go farther and wider. It connects the narrow blockchain together to integrate this blockchain as a whole. In the past period, we put the key point of discussion on the legality of feasibility of virtual currency, that is, whether the value of virtual currency gets social approval. But now the more discussion is about what miraculous economic mode the digital currency will bring. In 2013, Global Central Bank tried to end the virtual digital currency together, but now they all established their own digital currency together. Research Center. At present, the thing they think about is that digital currency is the development tendency. In the future, I will join in and see what things is gonna bring to me. So as for this problem, I think it has no significant meaning to discuss it anytime. So people always think about the things after 3 to 5 years at the earlier development of internet. It's just used for the rapid data exchange among the labs in American university, and no one think that to show our photos in Twitter will become the important part in our life. The great reform always happened in one night. I remember that someone current computer cannot defeat human being within 100 years. But this year, the artificial intelligence AlphaGo of Google has already defeated our excellent chess player and got honorable discharge. The only thing I can ensure is not industry will not use virtual currency and technique of blockchain. From the beginning of the last century, asset security is always one of the important motivations of economic development to promote stock market, and it makes people's transaction full of vitality. As for blockchain, it makes all set with the value fairly, transparently displayed in public docs. Thus all things you can see are transaction, economic resources were effectively distributed to the place with more efficiency. It is just like 2 blocks of uranium 235, which nearly reached to the critical value when they meet bomb. So the nuclear reaction happened. This technique almost can remodel human economic activity. Now we need to consider a new word, any coin link on blockchain together. 30% people will begin to use to enjoy the convention grow by blockchain. So we do not need to think about legality and legibility and virtual currency. At that time, you need to think about whether the place you live has the blockchain. This technique almost can remodel humans' economic activity. So hold the opportunity in this area and follow this word. To hold of the coin must be searched through the word.